morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, June the 30th, 2021. My name is Shelly, and this is my channel, Proverbs 31:22, where I share about my stitching life. So if you're new here, welcome. And I share about cross-stitch, quilting, some sewing, some life update info as well. So I hope you see something that you like and that you'll come back and visit me again. And to everyone who's returning, I appreciate you all so much. And that little bit of time when I was not able to record the last few weeks with the death in our family, I really missed you guys. So I know it seems, I don't know, it seems silly, and I know anybody that's not in this community would never understand, but we're like a community of, our people. These are our people, and when we can't visit with one another, we feel disconnected. So anyway, I'm a little late starting this week's vlog series. I haven't felt well the last couple of days, and so I was supposed to film yesterday, but I'm filming today. So nothing really new going on life-wise. Same old, same old. Husband's going back and forth to work. I'm at home. I did have a call about a job a few days ago. I don't know what happened with the video just now, but it kind of froze. But it was from a place that I applied like months and months ago. And she called me and left a voicemail. I called her back. She was in a meeting, left a message, and she called me back. And, we've just been playing phone tag back and forth. So I still haven't heard anything back from the job at the surgery center. I called and left her a voicemail and hadn't heard back. So anyway, it is what it is. So what have I been up to stitching wise? I do have a couple of things that I've finished in the last couple of days, not FFO'd, but FO'd. I've got some whips that I've been working on. I've got just a tiny bit of haul. I've got some quilting to show you guys just briefly. And then we're going to talk about Jolly July plans. So let's jump in. So let me just do a little bit of haul. I went to Calico Rose, our local, she's a quilt shop, but she started to carry some cross-stitch stuff. And so she's been hosting our local stitching group. Which if you don't know, if you're new here, here in the Shoals, I'm in the Shoals, Alabama, Northwest Alabama. We've started a slow stitching group, and she's hosting it. So I know she's going to be out of town for our upcoming meeting, which is on Thursday, July the 8th. And so I wanted to go and touch base with her before she left. And while I was there, she had some patterns on her counter. I started looking through them, and I was like, okay. So these are this is a new designer to me. This is Annie B's folk art. And I thought these were so pretty. I love that, that background fabric. What did she stitch this on? It says 32 count vintage tundra from Lakeside. I'm going to pull them out. I usually turn my monitor brightness down as far as I can just to sort of eliminate glare on my glasses. And so I really can't see how much glare there is when I'm showing you stuff. So this one is Little Pink Houses. So cute. I just love everything about it. The colors and the white filigree and the little alphabet. So cute. And then I got this one. It's called Love Always. And this is also Annie B's folk art. Isn't that so pretty? Let's see, this is on 32 count flax linen. Gorgeous. I've always had a thing for pink houses, so these were kind of, I don't know, just those colors just called to me. And then this one I thought was so cute. So this one is called Threadneedle Street. We don't say goodnight till our stitching's complete. That's how we roll here on Threadneedle Street. I thought that was so cute, and I love the little finish, and just too cute. So those will go into my pattern stash. Trying to think if there's anything I'm waiting on. There is one thing that I'm waiting on. It should be here soon, but it's a finishing piece that I found at an online company. I don't know, it probably came up on my Instagram feed. It's called Fig and Company, and it's in Knoxville, Tennessee, but they have an online shop. So I ordered a little, it's like a little stand that I'm hoping will be good for my my chock full series finishes, because I don't have anything to finish those on, and I want to be able to change them out every month. So this is like a little black little stand that hopefully will work for those. So quilting wise, I did finish all of my little fish units. I've taken the quilt down, but for those that are new here, I can just show you real quick. So those are going to go, those make up the next border on this quilt. And then I took that off the wall because I need to concentrate on this one right here. But I did want to finish these units up so that I wasn't like in the middle of a step. So when I pick them back up again, I'll be able to just go on to the next step. But this one on the wall behind me is, it's a pineapple quilt made with 6-inch pineapple papers from Fat Quarter Shop. Most of the fabric comes from a pattern that was in Sew Sampler box. These are the foundation pineapple block papers. And then let me get the pattern. So the name of the quilt is Mai Tai. And so, so this is 12 blocks. So I went ahead and bought more charm squares, and I'm not going to sash it. This one has sashing in between the blocks, but I love the pattern that they make when they're not sashed. And so I bought another 2 charm square packs of a different line of Allison Glass. This is her Sunprint lines. She has, like she did, I don't know if she's still doing them or not, but she did some every year. And so I went ahead and got another year's worth, 2 packs. And I counted the other day, and I think I should have enough to do 18 blocks altogether. I don't want to do it 3x6, so I'm going to do it 4x4 using 16 blocks, and then I will either use the extra blocks for the back, or I may put like 1 block in the middle and do like, you know, sashing type thing on the side of it to make it the width of the quilt, and put them at the top and the bottom to make it a little bit longer, and then I will put borders around it so to make it a little bit bigger. I think it's going to come out to be like 24 inches or something like that. So I need to add quite a bit of border. I don't know whether I'm going to do solids for the border or if I'm going to do, try to find like yardage of her sun prints in just one or two colors. I have some of the white background left, so I probably will do at least a skinny, I'll do a skinny colored border, and then do a slightly wider white border, and then I'll do an even wider border of another print. So that was a lot of rigmarole to explain that. So that's what I've been doing quilting wise. I am just going to concentrate on that pineapple quilt until it's done, because the baby that this quilt is for is going to, their baby shower is on at the end of August. So, and I may or may not hand quilt it. I haven't decided. But I was in, like I said, I was in Calico Rose the other day. And they also have like things for smocking there to make children's clothing. And I saw this little dress. I don't know how to smock. I don't need another hobby, but oh my goodness, that is just so cute. And I instantly thought about the baby that quilt is for, because it's going to be a little girl. So, okay, let's get to the cross stitch. And these are not going to be in any order. I'm just putting them grabbing them how I piled them up. So I've been working on Jessie Watson, which is from Hands Across the Sea. I am joining along with Raspberry Stitcher, who is doing a Jessie Watson Autism SAL. If you're new to cross stitch, a SAL is a stitch along. And unfortunately, I have not finished June's assignment. Barbara has broken out the pattern into 12 months. And so, like I still have this row and then the border right here and then the border right here and on the outside. So I don't think I'm going to get it done by the end of today. So, but that's okay. I'll just carry it over to next month and we'll keep plugging along. So this is stitched on a, let's see, 32 count with shelt linen in the color white chocolate. And I'm using 2 strands of the call for DMC flosses over 2 threads. I love stitching on it. I really don't know what happened, why I didn't, I don't know. I got sidetracked with other things, I guess. So I worked on that, and then I worked on, let's see, this little pattern called Let It Snow. And of course I don't have the magazine that it's from. Okay, it's from Just CrossStitch, February 2021. I am making ornaments for my grandsons so that they'll have ornaments whenever they leave home. So I worked on him Monday. Monday is my Merry Monday. So I worked on him Monday. I would have had more done, but like they had just like little confetti stitches throughout him, and I don't know, the color that it called for, mine was a lot darker than what it's supposed to be. So I think maybe there's an error with the number of the floss on the chart. So I just need to go in and pick out a lighter one, but I did get his little arms put in, and I got some more of his body filled in. And that's on a, 14 count opalescent white Ada that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just using a variety of threads from my stash, sort of matching what they call for. So I've also been working on Elizabeth Weston. This is from Hands Across the Sea as well. And this is my daily focus piece. I'm trying to get a page finished every month. I'm not going to make it with this month. The over one is really kicking my ass. I mean, it's hard. So, but anyway, this is what I've gotten done. So I've been working right in this area right here. I don't have a whole lot. Like I think there's an and right here, and then there's another word right here, and then and right here. And then I'll be done. So I won't be very far behind when I go into July. I don't anticipate getting all of that done today, just because it's over one and my eyes just can't take it very long. So this is a piece of 36 count linen that Devin at Strawberry Lane on Etsy hand dyed for me. When I saw her show this piece on her FlossTube, which is Hoops and Needles, it looked like the fabric was just made for this sampler. And so I asked her pretty please dye me a piece to match hers, and she did. So, and I'm using the call for DMC flosses. I mean, I wish I could have afforded to get the silks, but I couldn't. So, and this is one strand of floss over 2 threads, except for the over 1 little letters. So, and this pattern is like 30 pages, so a page finish a month is, I think it's doable most months. But it's still going to take, it's still going to take almost 3 years to finish it. So, I mean, just look at it. I was looking at it real close yesterday and just looking at the different, the different little flowers and that vine. Just gorgeous. So this next piece is an FO, and that is the little Springs Messenger from Scattered Seed Samplers, and this is part of their Little Messenger Handwork Club. And I just got the new pattern, and so I'm glad that I got this finished so that I can now not be behind on the next one. And here it is. So, sorry. With this club, you get everything that you need. You get the pattern, you get the cloth. This is 36 count Vintage Country Mocha linen. You get the called for DMC flosses. I did run out of one of them and had to get a little bit from my stash. But the rest of them I had, plenty left. You get the fabric to finish it, and then like the finishing on this one has this little ring and this little bird charm. And so I did stitch that one strand of thread over 2 threads on the cloth. And these are the little finishing fabric pieces. There's like an extra little heart-shaped little stuffed heart that you make, and then the same fabric goes on the back to make a little pin keep. And then I'm also doing a set of calendars from CrossStitcher Magazine, January 2021. Pretty sure I'll link it below, or not link it, but I'll tell you what it is below. I write it every stinking month, and I never can remember what magazine it's from. But anyway, I'd worked on July's. I got a late start on it, but I did get it finished. And then, I will kit up August to work on this coming month. But this is my little finish on that one. I think it may be my favorite one so far. And I don't really know why, other than it just looks so cheerful and happy. Those sunflowers and the red. So these are stitched on 14 counts French lace Ada from Witch Hout. And I'm using 2 strands of floss. So I need to, today I will FFO this one. And I have been participating in CrossStitch Camp, which is being hosted by Colorado CrossStitcher. And for the month of June, our challenge was to work on a pattern that was inspired by someone else. And so I had seen many people buying this pattern, but Niecy Lynn, if you don't watch her FlossTube, go watch her FlossTube. She's fabulous and hilarious. But she worked on these and actually FFO'd every one. And so I chose this little one right here, which is Jelly Bean Delivery. I'll show you just by itself. And he's so cute. They're all so adorable. And so this is my little finish. So I need to post my picture today and tag her on Instagram to let her know that I've finished it. There's prizes and things like that for those who finish their projects. So, and I think she's got some stuff for people who are just participating as well. But anyway, I think he's so cute. He or she. So this is stitched on this fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I actually used 1 strand of DMC except for the white. And then the little string that he's pulling the wagon with is pearl cotton. And I am gonna FFO that like she shows on the pattern. The little pillow pin keep finish. I have like some ivory colored chenille yarn that I bought, and I probably will attach that instead of rickrack. So those are all of my whips. So let's move to plans. So I participate in a group on Facebook called Monthly Magazine Challenge. Magazine Monthly Challenge. I always forget what it is. I think it was originally Monthly Magazine and then they changed it for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, these are my plans. The theme is Christmas in July, and then the acrostic is Jolly. And so I'm going to combine this magazine challenge with Jolly July. I will stitch on my shabby advent calendar piece. I'm on piece number 6, and I will work on that every Monday until it's finished. And then the rest of the days, I just basically said I want to stitch 15 minutes every Tuesday on that one, and then so on. So 15 minutes a day for, a whole month. Should get me some pretty good progress. So I have a couple that are going to be new starts. And one of them is this red bird ornament, which I thought was so cute. And that's from Just CrossStitch Ornaments 2017. And then this evergreen star is also going to be a new start. And that is from Just CrossStitch Ornament Edition. Oh no, it's actually Just CrossStitch February 2019. And so those are 2 that I will be starting. The rest of them are going to be things that I've already started. One of them is the Let It Snow, Little Snowman, so I'll work on him. Hopefully I'll get him finished pretty pretty close to the beginning of the month. So I'm going to stitch on him every Friday. So I'll stitch on him this Friday, probably next Friday, and then maybe I'll be done with him, and then I can pick something else. So I'm going to stitch on him. I'm going to stitch on my black work squirrel, which is this little piece right here. And that's what I've got done on him so far. I love black work. I think it's so cool. And then I'm going to stitch on, let's see, Nativity Silhouette. I actually will stitch on this 2 days a week. And that's what I've got done so far on that one. And this is 14 count chalkboard black Aida. The black work squirrel was on 14 count navy Aida. And I'm using just choices, my choices, some called for, some not, DMC, 2 strands. And that is all for Jolly July and Magazine Monthly Challenge for July. Yeah, just making sure that I caught them all. Yes, I did. So for Cross Stitch Camp for July, the challenge was to stitch a new to you designer. And so, believe it or not, I have never stitched a prairie schooler. I don't really care for them, honestly, but I saw Elizabeth Ann can stitch, and she finished some of these little birds. I love birds, and so I said, you know, I want to do a prairie schooler. So the one I'm going to do for this month is this one right here, the hummingbird. And so I've kitted it up. I have this piece of 16 count fiddler's cloth that is a pretty big piece, and so I'm pretty sure I can get all of these done on that, and if not, I know I can easily and cheaply buy this at Joann. And so I am going to just lightly dye it with a blue to sort of emulate a sky, and so I need to do that either today or tomorrow. And then these are the threads that I chose. I went ahead and chose some overdyed flosses, some classic colorworks, some Victorian motto, and then one Weeks Dye Works. And so I usually don't choose a variegated for a small piece like this, but or an overdyed, but I don't know. That was what I wanted to do for this project. And let me just say, if you don't have a DMC color card, if you change up colors on any of your projects, get a color card. It is a lifesaver, game changer, all the above. You know, before when I was charting or kitting something up and wanted to change colors, I'd have to pull out my DMCs and see if I had that color, first of all, which is involved going to my Xstitch app and seeing if I had it, and then pulling them and then finding, you know, overdyes to match. Now I just pull that card, and it doesn't matter if I have the floss or I don't have the floss. I can just go to that card and I know what color they're talking about, and then I can just pick a complementary or you know, a similar color from my overdyes. So I'm looking forward to starting that. And that's all I've got for you guys today. We got a almost 30 minutes. So I won't film again until Saturday, and then I will close out the week. And so I'll see y'all then again then, and I hope you have a good couple of days. Bye. Hello everybody, today is Saturday, July the 3rd, and I am here to give you a stitching update and close out this week of vlogs. This is my second time recording this vlog, so I'll try to remember, I don't know, whatever. So I did work a little bit more on the pineapple blocks. Got a few more of those done. And gonna keep plugging away at those. So I did FFO my little July calendar piece. And this is on a 14 count French lace Aida. And the little polka dot fabric I had in my stash, and it's glued to a comic book board. The stitching has batting behind it and is glued to a mounting board. The little yellow trim around it was part of a little bundle of trims that I got from Michaels. They have several different color scheme ones that are they're like $10, and you get quite a bit of, a variety of, I think it's like 1 yard pieces. And then the little yellow ribbon I had in my stash, and then the little sunflowers I had in my stash also. I think maybe it's a little crooked, but it works. I like the way it came out. I love the colors. So I had that to put out for July. And then I also had my previous finish of the Year of Celebrations July piece that I put out. And these are on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. I do have a little bit of haul I'm going to share so that I can get it out of the way so that I can move my whips from one pile to the other. I did change my like I was using a desk pad calendar to do my stitching planning on. It was a little, I mean, it worked. I love the big size of it, but it wasn't very portable. It wasn't very, I just couldn't take it around with me. I couldn't, I just had, a big space that I had to fill in. This I can actually, fold it over and write in it. I thought it was beautiful, the cover of it. I mean, and it was, less than $11 on Amazon. It starts in July and it goes to the end of 2022. And so I started filling out my July. So what I like about it a lot is that over on this side, next to each week, you have a notes block that I'm able to go in and write down sort of goals that I want to meet on things that I'm really wanting to stay caught up on, or if I have a deadline, then, if I mark that deadline on there, then it kind of helps me to know how much I need to get done every day. And especially like if I get off track, then it just helps me to stay focused on, okay, if you don't want to get behind on this, then you let some other whips go and you work on this to get it caught up again, that kind of thing. So I did go to Joann's today. They had their 2 loaded show sale again. I got a little closer to having a complete set of DMCs. They had replenished quite a lot in my Joann's. Some pieces, some colors that I had tried to get in the past couple of months, and they just didn't have them. But they did, like, their numbers stopped before my numbers in my X-Stitch app. Like the numbers at Joann's, they had like 3860, and then it went to B5200. Well, in the app, it goes past 3860 and 3800, so I guess they just don't have them. But anyway, I got a little closer to having a complete set of DMCs, except for the variegateds. And then I did get my order in from Fig & Company. I told you all about the other day. This is their info. And this is the little piece that I was telling you about that I wanted to use for chalk foil pieces. And unfortunately, they don't fit. If this was up about a half an inch, they would fit perfectly. But, you know, and I looked at it to see if there was like some kind of way I could take it off and re-adhere it, but nope. But I'm sure, I mean, this was $8.50. I'm sure that I will find something, you know, to stitch on to put on it. So I have no worries there, right? And then I also got this little pedestal stand that they had, little riser. I thought was real pretty. And that will just give me a little surface to display little stitching on and knickknacks, that type of thing. Okay, so whips. I did finally get my page finish with on Elizabeth Weston. And I was hoping when I turned the page that it wouldn't be over one anymore, but it's still got some over one in it, so. But I did get that page finished, and so now I can move on to the next one. Just a few days, you know, late. And I did take my calendar and, you know, plan out, divided it up into sections and planned out, you know, what I wanted to get done on the different days. So I did start my cross-stitch camp piece, my prairie birds from Prairie Schooler, the little hummingbird. I did dye my fabric. It didn't come out exactly how I was thinking, but I like it. And so this is a 16 count Fiddler's Ada. And I'm doing 2 strands of floss and got that little section right there done. And then I did start working on the Erica Michaels ABC sal that Rachel Q is hosting. And this is what I got done. So this is a piece of 28 count even weave. I stitched all of that border right there and then realized that she called in the pattern for 1/2 instead of 2/2 like I did it. So I came up here and did a little test stroke to see if I wanted to do it 1. You know, if it was, I don't know. I just wanted to see if I, you know, do you want to rip it and do it the way the pattern said? But I decided not to. I just started to leave it. So I just picked some overdyes from my stash. These 2 right here, this one and then this that I'm going to do the letters in. Those are some of those Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers threads. Just overdyed cottons. So, and I just picked some other ones. I'll just, you know, each month I'll pick colors that go with the pattern or I want to use for the pattern. I think I'm going to, like this one, the specialty stitch is the Algerian eyelet stitch. And so I think I'm going to pick like a dark solid DMC purple. And I'll do the eyelet stitches in that instead of variegated. So I looked on Instagram. I kind of wanted to look because the pattern is just black and white. And so I kind of wanted to look and see what some other folks had done. Like if you go to Erica Michaels' site, you won't find that pattern. I think it's on Rainbow Gallery's site. And I don't remember how I found it, but some shop, I think in Australia, is doing a 2021 stitch along. It's called the, I think it's called the ABC Sampler Book or Erica Michaels Sampler Book. And so that brought up things that I was able to, you know, find examples of things that colors that people had used. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see, search. Yeah, Erica Michaels. You see this person right here is a good pose. So, and it is Rainbow Gallery Threads that has the free pattern. I started following the hashtag, but I can't find it now. But anyway, it's a sampler book is what it is. I guess what it was designed to be used for. And I don't know when she designed it, but anyway. So I did stitch on my Little Women Stitching Book Club piece. This is a picture of part 1. And I'm doing mine on the kitted. I bought the kit from her, and I bought the even weave. So it's a 28 count off-white, antique white, ivory type even weave. I don't know if it says on here, but anyway, I did go in and frog and restitched this part and got all of this upper motif done. Added this little motif, did the quill and the ink pot, and then started on these letters. So she did release the second part the last couple of days, and I really don't want to get behind on this, so really I'm going to push myself to get this caught up. I thought I had it in here. Let's see. So yeah, this is the new picture with the second release. Oh, look at that house. I don't know. A little bit of a beast of a house, so I need to get caught up and push myself to do a little bit more every day. So I did work some more on Jessie Watson. I didn't quite get the last month's assignment done, but I did get all of the letters and numbers and the dividers done. And then now I just need to bring the berries down a little bit and then do the outer border on both sides. And that doesn't take long at all. And then I did work on one of my daily themes this week. I haven't been working a whole lot on my daily pieces, like my rotation pieces, but I did work on this one, the Fall into Autumn little band sampler. And so I started working on this line right here with the squirrels and the words. And I just got one little squirrel done. That was my goal for one day, and so I will stitch on this piece every Thursday this month. And so I got him put in. And this is on an 18 count oatmeal Aida that I'm stitching with one strand of floss. And that's from CrossStitcher Magazine, September 2020. And these are the flosses that I'm using. So this weekend is the BBD weekend sale that Brenda and the Serial Starter are hosting. The first weekend of every month, you stitch on whatever Blackbird pattern you want. And so I've been stitching on the stockings that are from Home for the Holidays book. And so I'm stitching on the first one, the poinsettia. And it calls for 32 count. And I don't have written down what this fabric is. I want to say that I mentioned when I hand dyed it that it shrunk. So it's more like a 36 count now. So I don't know if that's going to mess me up when I go to do the stocking. I mean, it won't prevent me from turning it into a stocking. I just won't be able to use the template, or I'll have to resize the template. But anyway, I'm using my own choices of colors. They do call for this this DMC that I'm using in place of this, and I'm using it in a couple of other places that it's not called for on the chart. But this is my fabric that I hand dyed, and I worked on this little flower motif, finishing this flower motif and bringing the stalk down further. And I'm just working on these the first weekend of every month. I was going to see if I could like finish them, you know, each month and then go on to the next one for the first weekend, but I'm not. I have too many whips that I'm working on, so I'll just take my time and get them done when they're done. That's all I've got. I don't remember if I talked on this second take. I don't think I did. So if I have, excuse me, I'm just going to repeat it. But over on Instagram, I follow Cindy at Cajun Carolina Creates. And she had a post a few days ago where she talked about getting some sticky board from a place online that you would not expect that they have craft supplies, but they do. It's officesupply.com. I don't use sticky board, but I wanted to just go and look at this site and see what kind of things they had in their craft section. So they have like a category section, and then you just scroll through the pages. So one of the things that they had that I thought might interest some of you guys that do like rescue the stitches, it's a cleaner that's called Retro Clean, and it basically like, you know, removes like the yellowing from old linens and things. So I have one piece that I rescued from a thrift store that I'm probably going to unframe and use it in a bag. So it was kind of yellowed, and I may get some of that to try it and see if it works. But I'll link that site below. I mean, they have all kind of things that you just wouldn't think that they would have. But if you're looking for sticky board, like I said, I don't buy it, so I don't really know the prices. But I know for a while there, it seemed like it was a little hard to get. And I know they offer free shipping above a certain amount. So I don't remember if she said it was a really good deal or not, but anyway, they do have sticky board at this place, officesupply.com, as well as some, you know, that Retro Clean. They have some other like delicate, you know, hand wash soaps for like knitting and crochet projects. They have some flatter spray, which is something that I use when I'm trying to get wrinkles out of pieces. They just had a bunch of different things on there, so definitely go check them out. That's all I've got for you guys this week, and I hope you all here in the U.S., you have a good 4th of July, good holiday weekend, and have a good week ahead, and I love you. I thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.